Last week we spent some time in the beautiful Cape Leveque. And checked out how pearls are made at Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. This week we spend some time at an epic camp at Tom Price Point and get the ute ready for the Gibb River Road, hopefully.
The same knocking and everything that I was hearing before from this side is still going from the ute. Let's start the dirt part of the Gibb River Road.
This week our drive starts at Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm and goes down the peninsula to Tom Price Point. And after to Broome for some last minute mechanical checks.
Let him go. Well, after a day and a half and a night, after we said, oh, we'll just go in here for 5 minutes and have a look, we're finally leaving.
We're literally tearing ourselves away.
It was like, it's just so nice sitting up there on the balcony and having a nice coffee. And anyways, we'll get going, and I suppose it'll be a pretty cool camp tonight.
Yeah, we're going to James Price Point, which Red Cliffs on the beach. So
yeah, and we can fly the drone around, so that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll check back then.
So we've just pulled up at our camp spot down here at James Price Point. You can camp up on the cliffs, but all the spots were taken, so we're down here on the beach. But because the ground's so rocky, we couldn't get the awning out, so we protected ourselves with the cliffs. But it's a pretty cool little spot. So I've had some lunch, sat down, watched an episode of Breaking Bad. We've almost finished the 5 seasons, and now we're just going to go for a bit of a wander, have a look around. There's nice white sand beaches down here, like the Red Cliffs, so we'll see what we can see. The sun has just set and we are going to clean our feet because they are orange. Look at this. I'll show you. I half did one of Matt's feet before, and look at the colour of the baby wipes. So we're going to clean our feet. Not a horrible spot to edit.
Yeah, I know. Weird place.
Isn't it?
Sometimes you just, some of the places we edit in, sometimes I'm just like, this is so odd. Like, we're just sitting out here just doing our little videos, and it's just like this ridiculous landscape. It's weird. It's cool though. Situations, but yeah, ruined a nice breakfast. Well, yeah, it's nice as can be.
Well, a very good morning to you.
Hello. Just looking at some photos. And some pretty cool astro photos last night of the Milky Way and the Red Cliffs and stuff.
Cool.
Pretty happy with them. So yeah, what are we doing today?
Heading back into Broome.
We're going to head back into Broome. Hopefully we'll make it in the amount of fuel we've got.
We're about 60 k's we think away.
I think we've probably got about 60 k's in the tank. So yeah, and then we're gonna go to the mechanics again. The same knocking and everything that I was hearing before from this side is still coming from the ute, because I replaced the idler arm on this side, but it's still making the exact same noise from this side. So one, I don't even know if the idler arm was even that worn or anything. I don't know. It probably was worn, but like, did it need replacing? I don't know. And then I don't know what they did in the road test. I don't even, because like, it's only when it's at sort of full lock, and I don't know if it's just the suspension sort of bump stop bouncing off. I don't really know much about sort of suspension and steering, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just sort of normal noise. It doesn't sound normal though, does it?
No, and it's only started. It's only been happening for a little bit. So once we finish up in Broome today, we'll be heading towards Derby. That's the plan anyway. And then either this afternoon, which probably won't happen if we're doing mechanics, but plan was this afternoon to start the Gib. If we do make it to Derby,
let's go to the start of it, yeah.
Yeah, if we do make it to Derby, we'll probably just have to camp somewhere there for the night and then start the Gib tomorrow. But so yeah, we kind of need this whole sound fixed before we head off on that. We're going back to Signet Bay Pearls, their shop front here, because after the pearl tour the other day we found out that the largest pearl they've ever found, which was 22 mil, is on display here. It's worth, well, the owner of the farm was offered, what, $1 million for
Millie,
it?
casual Millie, turned it down in
So
2004, so it'd
yeah,
have to be worth 2 or 3 times as much now,
yeah,
surely.
Yeah, so we're going to go hopefully see it.
So yeah, took it back to the mechanics. The idler arm was buggered on it. Then he said probably the problem is my front suspension. It's got barely any travel before it hits the bump stops. Now the front shockies have faded a bit, but they will just have to adjust the torsion bars, bring that suspension down. So that's pretty much, it's just labour, so it's not a part, which is good, which I'm happy about. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's probably just been years since it's been adjusted, so yep, could be good to have a look at it and just get a bit more travel. Hopefully that's it before we get in the Gib.
So we're heading back over to the mechanics now, and yeah, they'll just hopefully do some bolts and stuff, and
some bolts and stuff,
bolts
eh,
and
Holly?
stuff.
Do the bolts and stuff?
Do some bolts and stuff, and do something with the front bar, and I don't know what else, torsion bar?
Torsion bars.
Which is for torsion. And then we'll just probably come back down here, have a bit of a swim, because it's so hot in Broome today. It's about 34 degrees. I am feeling
it's
it.
Stinking hot, eh? Yeah, we're going to come back here, have a swim and soak up that last bit of ocean before we hit the dusty as Gib River.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anyways, let's do it. So yeah, they've adjusted the torsion bars. Yeah, a bit more travel now. It's like it's got a 2-inch lift now, but they really sorted us out there.
So after what, like over a week now, we're leaving Broome finally, like the Broome area. So we're going to start driving towards Derby. It's about 220 k's ish, I think. So we'll just drive like 100 k's or so tonight, stop somewhere along the road, and then make it to Derby tomorrow. Go to the information centre tomorrow morning, get information about the Gib, get on the Gib, do the Gib. Good plan?
That's the plan.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Road.
Morning. We're just at this rest stop, 24-hour stop outside of Broome, about 70 k's. We're going to get going to Derby and get some info on the Gib and get going. We're about 5k's from Derby, and we just pulled over the Boab prison tree, which is, I've heard about it a lot. It's a Boab tree. It's so thick and it's hollow inside. They actually used it as a prison back in the day. So yeah, check it out.
Only comes out during the full moon, so he can see everything around him, because these two men here are trying to hunt him. This is a spear, of course, and this is that fella's spear here. But instead of just using the moon to help protect him so he can see people coming, he uses the wind. So these lines here represent the wind going towards him, and that, you know, that helps with his smell and also his hearing of the men creeping up on him. So, and these represent the desert sand dunes with water holes at the end of each one where he drinks.
Just driving past here, the Norval Gallery in Derby, just dropped in, and yeah, unreal. It just blew us away. The artworks and everything just makes us really want to buy something. It was really interesting. He sort of marked sort of the man behind it all. He really took the time to sort of explain one of the paintings to us, you know, the story behind it and everything, and it's pretty incredible, I suppose, what they're doing for the, you know, the community around here and the people. It's just, yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I'd really recommend, if you're in the area, in Derby, just before you do the Gib River, go and check it out. It's well worth it. Really cool.
So we went to the information centre in Derby. Didn't get a whole lot of information, but we had to, instead we bought this $5 little booklet that has information of the Gib. They weren't overly helpful in there, but oh well, we'll figure it out.
I don't know, we've heard of some contrasting things. So they've had a couple of dry, wet seasons, so there's not much water flowing, even though I said that at the tourist centre, and they're like, oh no, it never flows this year anyway. So I don't know if they're just sort of saying this stuff just to keep people going, because we've had a couple of people tell us now, they're like, oh, the Gib's horrible this year, so
yeah,
I don't know.
So we don't know what to expect.
Well, we're not fast, we're going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's no good, we'll just
Keep
do
driving.
it faster, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter to me. Everyone's like, oh, your tyres will be shredded to pieces, so I don't know, hopefully the Mickey's going to hold up, and I don't know, I reckon we'll be right, I reckon it will be enjoyable.
Over on the Gib.
Next week is a good one, so don't miss it. The start of the famous Gib River Road. If you haven't already, go back and start our adventure at episode 1 on our Big Lap series. Cheers, legends.